Welcome. We're here again to talk about the unified path, which is to say a perspective that allows us to examine the whole of ourselves and our spiritual life so that our practices, whatever they are, can be holistic and address all of ourselves. That is to say our body, mind, heart, and soul, because these are the elements that need to be addressed so that we can be completely involved in our efforts to know the truth, to know the good, to know God. So, in talking about these elements, one of them is certainly devotion. And I've had a letter from one of our viewers who objected and said, devotion sounds like really an appeal to big religion. And I want to address that comment because the unified path is certainly accommodating and friendly to religion, formal religion, because it generally includes all four elements of the unified path. But one can follow a path without it being one of the formal religions, but still uses all four elements, one of which is devotion. Now, one can be devoted to a number of things, not just in a religious context, but one can be devoted to anything that one loves or anything one sees as higher or better or more generous. It's really a matter of pointing to and accommodating the higher, however one sees or conceptualizes that, because we know instinctively there is more, there is a higher, there is more to reality than we know and can experience at this moment. And one of the things we can do to accommodate this larger reality is to point to it and try to accommodate ourselves to it. And that's what we're generally calling here activities of devotion. Now, the word devotion actually evolves from the word love. So a devotional activity is something that one does intentionally for the purpose of pointing to, accessing, and knowing that which one loves. Now, all of the great religions have these elements. That's certainly true. But there are also elements from other parts of life, from our work, from our school, from our family life, that include these elements. Because this notion of serving that which we love and doing something for the benefit of knowing or being closer to or more understanding something that is higher, better, or that we love is part of everyday life. So it's a matter of simply looking for those things and then being able to understand and use those in the context of a spiritual life. And that is to say, using these elements we always talk about of intention and awareness and presence in our conduct of those activities. That's what turns an activity into a spiritual activity and into a spiritual method, part of a spiritual method. The whole spiritual method is, of course, the unified path, which involves all the elements of ourselves and pulls them into harmony with the divine reality, with the true, with the good. And we'll be talking a lot more about those in future videos. But I did want to mention the fact that as this listener mentioned, yes, we are friendly to big religion, but it's not a requirement, and that one does not need to start from the point of view of adopting one of these great faiths. There is plenty to do, and there's plenty to work on ourselves in all of these ways, body, mind, heart, and soul, to have a whole, holistic, and integrated path to know the truth, to know the one, to know God. We'll be having a lot more to say about that in future videos. But for now, please visit our website and let us know who you are so that we can keep you informed of further videos. I'm Terry Moore, and we'll be back soon.